Hi everybody, my name is Suzanne Hiron from Mamie Papyrus, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. For this month's blog hop, I chose the Kangaroo and Company set. Let's get started, and we're making a Kangaroo baby card. Probably one of the most overlooked stamp sets in the January to June catalog is the Kangaroo and Company, and that's what I chose this week to do as a card. So it's a baby card with Mama Kangaroo and the little baby, and when you pull the little baby out of the pouch, he says hello, and it's hello baby is the sentiment here. So let's get started. So our base is Sahara sand, and it is the regular standard 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. All the measurements will be on my page, so you don't have to worry about that. I have a layer of cinnamon cider. My theme is cinnamon cider, and that's what I use to color the kangaroo as well. So you've got the inside that I will just prep and adhere. The outside I will adhere. And for this piece, I am going to just run it through my embossing machine with the Painted Texture 3D folder. So I will be right back. So this is the result of the Painted Texture 3D folder. This is also in the January to June catalog. So I will adhere this layer, and then we'll start talking about the kangaroo and her baby. She is so adorable. I put a little wider frame on this one because I just love the color and I wanted to pop out the color. I colored the kangaroo mom and the baby with the cinnamon cider Stampin' Blends marker. So I started with the light cinnamon cider, and then I outlined parts of her body and the baby with the darker cinnamon cider. And for the ears, I used the blush marker. So this is the result. And I cut out a little piece that comes with the die set. I'll show you the dies here. The dies cut out the baby's head. And they also add a little piece that looks like this, that you can cut out some white cardstock or any kind of cardstock. And then I adhered the baby with just a little glue dot. And when you cut out the mama, it cuts out a slot here so you can just slide him in. So what I did is I also stamped the word hello. So I'll take this little hello here, and I'll slip it in to Mama's pouch. So that's my adorable little kangaroo and baby. Then I cut out cinnamon cider. So I put the full circle is from these stitch shapes, and I used the bigger circle to do the cinnamon cider. And then I did the second to biggest to do a little bit of vellum to add some texture to that circle. I wanted the mama to be on top, and I didn't want the cinnamon cider to be directly on the cinnamon cider. I wanted a bit of contrast. So I'm going to adhere the vellum. And it doesn't really matter if you see the adhesive because Mama's going to be sitting right on top of it. And what I also did is I brought in There's a little bit of grass here. There's a stamp with just a little bit of grass. So I used some pear pizzazz and a little tiny block, and I'm going to stamp some grass behind her. And I'm going to adhere her with some Stampin' Dimensionals. Now I need to mention that you can't put Stampin' Dimensionals on this part of the paper because the baby won't come out. So we want to make sure when the baby is slipped in that we don't have dimensionals on this part. So I'll put 3 just to make sure she's nice and solid. And then I don't want to put any on her ears or face because they're going to be outside of the circle. Then I'll just adhere her to the circle, and I'll position the circle on the bottom right side of the card. And again, I like my dimensionals. Just makes the image pop out. So here's Mama and Baby. And now we have the Hello Baby stamp to say, welcome to the little one. I like these colors because you can have a baby card ready before the baby comes and you know what it is. So even if it's a boy or girl, it's still cute. Cinnamon Cider is one of my favorite in colors this year. I stamped out this little circle here. We'll put Hello Baby. And I used a circle with the smallest circle of the stitch dies. I cut out a circle from the Designer Series paper of this in color. So again, we'll get some dimensionals behind Hello Baby. Couple more here. I'll use my Take Your Pick tool to remove the backings. And I'll put my little circle here to the left top corner. And to finish it off, I have a little bow. This is the linen thread, but I also did one in the Cinnamon Cider. I'm not sure which you like best. Leave me a note and tell me if you like the Cinnamon Cider best or if you like the linen bow the best. And I'll just pop it onto the Hello Baby. Now on the inside, I like to decorate my inside. So I put a few hearts, and there's these little hearts. It's such a versatile stamp set. You can use the hearts for Valentine's Day, but in this instance, I just use the hearts on the top. Clean it off. And in the sentiments, I used Love You Much. So, Hello Baby, love you much. They're very tiny so that they can fit on that little piece that slips into Mama's pouch. Love you much. Clean that off. And there's this little envelope that I really like. I thought it was so cute. So I took the envelope, a little bigger block, and I did a row of envelopes on the bottom. So one on one side, one on the other side, and one centered between them. Then I took my cinnamon cider marker and I just colored those little hearts. So there's lots of room left for you to write your greeting to the new baby, maybe send a note. It's been hard these days not being able to go see our grandbabies or new arrivals. So this way you can put your sentiments and write a note in this little card. Here you have her, Mama and her little baby. Hello. Hope you enjoyed this card, and we'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching.